Hey, we are That Adventure Couple, and here is a quick review of our stay at the Royalton Splash Riviera in Cancun, Mexico. The Royalton Splash is a Marriott property, and it is one of the newest resorts in Cancun. They offer a little bit of everything, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint.
If this looks like the type of vacation for you, head down to our links in the description and you can book your own room at this resort.
I'm going to start this review off with my favorite part, which is the food.
This is so good. Like, so good.
This is the area where the Royalton really shined. The food was absolutely fantastic at all the restaurants that we went to. There were so many restaurant choices that we didn't get to try them all, but we did get to try the Japanese, the Italian, the Brazilian, the sports bar, various grab-and-go options for burgers and tacos. With so many restaurants to choose from, we never had to wait more than about 10 minutes to be seated at our table. And of course, if you can't decide what you'd like to eat, there is always the buffet. The Royalton did a great job with the buffet. This is the hardest thing for a resort to do, keeping all the food fresh and ready all the time, and they really nailed it.
This resort is very family friendly. There's an entire area for kids that has a massive water park, and then there are multiple lazy rivers. There are also a lot of different slides, and there's a couple that you can go down together. We didn't have any kids in our group, but we still had tons of fun going down the slides, so I do recommend this for adults as well.
The lazy rivers are a ton of fun, but we do recommend bringing your own little pool floaty if you're going to be in the lazy rivers, since there are not that many donuts in there already, and you can also use your pool floaties throughout the rest of the pools in the resort.
So there are a bunch of pools here. There's probably like 8 or 10 pools, 2 lazy rivers, and there's tons of lounge chairs. But piece of advice is if you want to spend the entire day at the pool, you need to have somebody come down and reserve some lounge chairs early in the day. You need to come down like 7 o'clock in the morning and throw a couple t-shirts on some chairs and reserve them for your family so that you have chairs all day.
Along with all of the activities, they also offer a lot of entertainment. So I did sign Ross up for a push-up contest in the pool because there was a possibility of winning a free massage. Along with the different activities during the day, they also have shows in the evening. A lot of these shows are very family friendly. They had a version of The Lion King, which was really fun to watch. They had some dancers out one night, and then they also had a show that involved some music and some costume changes, so we really enjoyed that aspect.
Even though it's a huge resort with a lot going on all the time, you can still manage to find a place away from the crowds to have a little alone time with your partner. Even when we're on vacation, we like to work out and stay in shape. They do have a really nice gym at the Royalton Splash, and they also offer some various fitness classes like yoga and stretching. Courtney participated in the sunrise yoga class that took place out on the patio overlooking the resort.
So we did get the jacuzzi lookout room. One of our biggest complaints is probably the bathroom. Right when you walk in, it is right at the front. And this door is not super great. You kind of have to squeeze through it to get by it. And Ross actually cut his foot on the door because it is such a small space. But come on in and we'll show you the best parts. One of Ross's favorite parts happens to be the shower. So the shower has 2 rain heads, and then it also has the little sprayers. And so the great part about this is that with the 2 shower heads, you can actually choose 2 different temperatures, which is awesome. And of course, his and her sinks, and it always comes with the little shower caps and some toothbrushes and a comb. We didn't really use the tub at all. It doesn't have jets or anything, and it can kind of be a hazard with it being in the middle of the room if you tend to get up in the middle of the night. but we did use it to lay out some clothes to dry on, so that actually was pretty useful to have. The room itself is really spacious. The bed is super comfortable. And then on the TV, it has a list of all the different activities, the restaurant hours, and that's actually where you can order your room service, which was super helpful because we scheduled it for breakfast the night before, which was a great idea, so that we didn't have to think about it and we didn't have to get up super early before one of our excursions. So with the king bed, there is also a pull-out couch. And so that's great if you want to add an extra person to the room or if you have kids with you. And then the type of room that we got is the jacuzzi room. So if you come outside, there is the jacuzzi tub. So we specifically got this room for the jacuzzi tub. And one thing that we didn't realize is it does say beachfront, and we expected it to look out a little bit closer to the beach, but it actually looks out over one of the swim out rooms down below. So we are on the 7th floor, and on the 6th floor is a swim out room. So overlooking it is the pool for the swim out room, and it actually overlooks kind of the rest of the resort rather than just looking out over the ocean like the other side would be. So that's one thing we didn't realize, and it did say beachfront, so that is something to kind of keep in mind. And this is just one style of the rooms that they offer here. There are multiple other types of rooms that some of our friends stayed in, so we did get to kind of explore their different room options. So we do have the jacuzzi beachfront room. So the step down from that room is the basic room, and it does not have the tub in the center of the room. It also doesn't have the little bathroom with kind of the weird door. So those would be the pros of the basic room. The cons are it doesn't have the double shower head. And that was one thing that we really liked about this room. If you want to go a step up from the room that we have, that would be the swim out rooms. And there's a couple different options with those, and we do have some footage with those rooms.
Unfortunately, as with all of the mainland resorts in Cancun, there is the seaweed problem on the beach. So although the beach is really nice and has plenty of lounge chairs and whatnot, the water itself does contain lots of seaweed, particularly in the summer months. If you're wanting to get out in the ocean, they do have lots of water sports options. They have kayaks and stand-up paddleboards, but we had to take out the little sailboat because that's how we roll. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay at the Royalton Splash Riviera. We have stayed at several all-inclusive resorts in Cancun, and this has by far been the best one that we have stayed at. So we would highly recommend the Royalton Splash Riviera if you're looking for a family-friendly adventure in Cancun. Hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next time.